Sleep, possibly one of the most underrated focuses in a fitness journey, and something that young adults and young parents struggle with massively. From stress, anxiety, children, the list is literally endless. They say that the perfect amount of sleep is between 7 to 9 hours per night. Do you get that? Because I know for a fact that sometimes I definitely don't. Sometimes the days where I've been overly stressed at work, I feel like I haven't got everything finished on my to-do list. Maybe I've been on my phone for too long in the evening, or I really want to binge watch one of my favourite series. The next day then always is a challenge. Not getting enough sleep can cause massive consequences, not only in your health and fitness journey, but also mentally as well. We all know that horrible grouchy feeling. We're irritable, angry, short-tempered and even anxious. Being sleep deprived is said to drain your concentration, which then can cause memory issues. It also can increase the likelihood of an accident because you're just so tired. This could be at work, this could be on the roads, this could be anywhere. And supposedly there's some longer term issues, like an increased risk of diabetes or heart disease. But as I said earlier, the one thing I'm actually here to talk about is weight gain. Does a lack of sleep actually make us gain weight? Well, directly no, but dependent on the action that you take, potentially yes. Firstly, when we're tired, we are definitely more likely to make poor food choices. That could be things that are less nutritionally dense, things that potentially are higher in fat, but now and then that's okay. This is primarily caused by an increase in our ghrelin. Ghrelin is our hormone that makes us feel hungry. When we get less sleep, we also have less leptin, and that is the hormone that makes us feel full. So both hand in hand, not a great combination. As I said, this on its own won't make you gain fat. Having a higher amount of ghrelin and a lower amount of leptin is not directly going to make you fat. But, as I said, the actions that then follow on from that potentially can cause consequences in your weight loss journey. It's the combination of low willpower, exhaustion, and that feeling of, I know you've all felt it when you've been hungover, like I just can't be asked to cook. I just want something that is easy, quick, I'm hungry, I'm actually, do you know what, no, I'm starving. I feel so hungry and I just want something rubbish to eat now. You're also probably less inclined to do exercise and more inclined to just sit around and do nothing, which is fine now and then. But as I said, these are the factors that add up to potential weight gain. And when I say potential weight gain, this is something that you would have to do consistently to gain weight. The same with if you want to lose weight, you have to do the same things consistently. One night off a week or going out for a night out, this is not going to be detrimental to your final progress. I'm talking if you do this every single night. Okay, so now we've obviously spoken about that. How do we actually improve our sleep, or how do we get better sleep in order to reduce that risk? First of all, it starts with habits and discipline in certain areas. We all know that. For me, a nice, calm and relaxing bedtime routine is absolutely crucial. Starting with a couple of non-negotiables. No caffeine after a certain time. I can't deal with caffeine on a good day, let alone when I'm trying to go to sleep. If you're in bed watching TV, potentially look at getting some blue glasses. They just help with eye strain and also will just help when you're trying to get that little bit more of like a sleepy feeling. If you consistently struggle with getting off of your phone, put it on Do Not Disturb and pick up a book. I find that reading has helped me so much with my evening routine these days. I just find it makes me totally switch off, but also it gives me that time to learn new things, but also it actually makes me really sleepy. So I find that I fall asleep so much quicker when I'm reading a book. Also, I find journaling, meditation sometimes now and then really good. If I've had a really busy day and I felt really stressed, I find that those things can be super helpful just to unwind, relax, and like refocus on what potentially tomorrow may bring. I hate that fear of going to bed and worrying about the next day because, guys, there is just no point in doing that. You can wake up that next day and feel totally different. I always feel that sometimes sleeping just takes away those stresses, and definitely journaling and meditating the night before will also be super beneficial, but also again make us that little bit more sleepy. And another thing that we had to cut out, that we were doing loads when we were personal trainers in a gym, was we had to cut out midday napping. Midday napping just made us so awake when we got home, like later after work. We didn't want to go to sleep till like midnight, 1 a.m. in the morning, and we tended to start work at like 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. So we were finding that we were absolutely exhausted because we were firstly not getting enough sleep in the night because we were napping in the day, and then it just gets into this cycle. So definitely try to avoid any midday napping if you can. Obviously if you need to, that is completely fine, but I definitely think that for me that was one thing that really helped. Another thing about napping, and I don't know what it is, when I wake up from a nap, I am starving. Like if I've eaten a whole pizza before my nap and then I go to sleep, honestly, for 15 minutes, I wake up and I need a whole meal. Like I am ravenous. And it's obviously something to do with my hormones. I don't know what it is, but I am so hungry when that happens, and it is absolutely beyond me. And then I literally eat like a whole nother meal. So that was also not great because I was just consuming far too many calories in a really short space of time. Probably not too many in a whole day, but just like in a really short space of time, I then in other times of the day just wasn't eating, so it was not particularly healthy. But if you guys need any other tips or anything that you need to know about sleep, if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to let me know. I really hope that this video has been helpful for you guys, a little bit of insight into why sleep is super important for firstly weight loss, but also just for our mental health as well. But there's so many other massive benefits with recovery, like muscle recovery, taking that time to relax. The list is endless with sleep. So guys, if you are starting this fitness journey and you are focusing just on like calories and exercise, remember there's so much more to it, and actually it's a lot more fun to be involved with all of the other things rather than just focusing so heavily on these numbers on calories and these workouts, because sometimes it can be so draining. But I know that so many of you guys probably love your sleep, and this is probably a really great video because it just means that you can get more, which is just fantastic. So if you need anything, as always, please don't be afraid to message me. I'll get back to all of my messages as soon as I possibly can. Don't forget to give me a little follow on Instagram or a little follow on TikTok if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching once again. I will see you all again very soon. Bye.